Hey, what's up? This is Brandon Simmons for BrandonSimmons.biz. This is my video blog called Bullheaded, a review of the Houston Texans news as well as previews of their game matchups, and which is ironically something that we're about to do right now. The 2022 schedule has just been released for the Houston Texans, so I'm just going to go ahead and give like a quick little review and reaction to what the schedule is all about and everything, and my predictions for this upcoming season. Before I get into that, just want to say shout out to all the draft picks that have pretty much came aboard that we picked this season. Overall, we've had like a great draft. A lot of people were pleased with it. Fans were pleased. Critics were praising us for all of our selections. We were able to take Derek Stingley, number 3 overall. In addition to that, we got Kenyon Green, guard out of Texas A&M. Picked up Jalen Petrie, Potter. I didn't have time to go over his pronunciation, but just a lot of great selections. John Michie, wide receiver out of Alabama. Christian Harris, linebacker from Alabama, and Damian Pierce, running back from Florida. Thomas Booker from Stanford. Tegan Quitoriano, tight end from Oregon State, and Austin Deculus, offensive tackle from LSU. Just some great selections overall on all 3 days of the draft. Shout out to Nick Casario for those picks. Hopefully, they'll all do well, and it seems like they'll be day one contributors in some form or fashion. So, with that being said, let's go right into the schedule. And before I give my reactions, I just kind of want to name off the games that'll be there. So we start off week 1 hosting the Indianapolis Colts. After that, week 2 is the Denver Broncos. We'll be going on the road facing Denver Broncos and their newly acquired quarterback, Russell Wilson. Then we're back on the road again, facing the Chicago Bears. We'll be hosting the Chargers after the Bears game, so we'll come back home in week 4, hosting the Chargers. Week 5, we'll be going on the road to face the Jaguars. We have a bye week in week 6. Week 7, the Las Vegas Raiders will be going on the road to face them. Week 8, we'll be hosting the Tennessee Titans. Week 9, which is a Thursday night game, we will be hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. Week 10, we'll be going on the road to face the New York Giants. Week 11, we'll be hosting the Washington football team, Commanders, whatever they call themselves by then. Week 12, we're going on the road to face the Miami Dolphins. Week 13, we'll be hosting the Cleveland Browns. Week 14 is the Dallas going on the road to face the Dallas Cowboys, and I'll get into those matchups later. Week 15, Kansas City Chiefs will be hosting them. Week 16, we'll be going on the road to face the Tennessee Titans on Christmas Eve, mind you. Week 17, hosting the Jacksonville Jaguars. Then we're finishing off the regular season, week 18, going on the road to face the Indianapolis Colts. So, a couple things that I have in as far as thoughts about this upcoming season. So, I feel combined with the talent we got in the draft and some of the young talent that we have left over and some of the free agents that we have, I feel we should be able to win 6 games this year. So 2 more than what we had last season. And so I know that's probably not the most encouraging thing to do, but to me, I feel like what I'm saying, that's kind of a fair deal. We're getting a new coach. And there's still like, even though there's good players, there's still a lot of young players, just coming in learning how to win the game. So, and we still have a very, young quarterback that has to prove himself. Quarterback that a lot of people has raved about his potential, which is fair, but he still has to, kind of prove himself as far as like putting that potential together and translating that into some wins. So here's where I feel like our wins will actually come from. So, Indianapolis, the week 1 game, I definitely feel we can open up the season with a win against them. They'll have a new quarterback in a sense. So, um, and they're still trying to be getting used to things. But I think our defense is going to be a little bit more stout than last year. So they should be able to stifle the Colts or frustrate them a little bit more, especially on the run game. So um, I think we'll definitely come out with a win on that one. Chicago, um, I feel like we'll probably be able to steal one from them. They're still a young team as well, just like us. So it'll just probably be about who wants it more than anything. Probably be a quarterback duel, if anything, with their quarterback Justin Fields at the helm, and ours David Mills at the helm as well. So that'll probably be a fun matchup to kind of watch right there. Chargers, probably not gonna give us that one for this year. Um, Jacksonville, definitely think we can take one on the road from them. Another young team that we'll be going up against. As far as like both quarterbacks and them picking up the number one overall draft pick. Let's see. After the bye week, let's see. We'll face the Raiders. Not going to give us that one. Titans. I think we'll be able to. I'll come back to the Titans game. I'm not too sure about that one. Giants. Yes, I definitely think we could take one from the Giants. So, um, they they've been going through everything that they can. They've just released a key cornerback of theirs. They're going through issues with their own quarterback as well. They all they got is Saquon Barkley, to be honest with you. And so they did draft Thibodeau, so maybe their defense get a little bit of boost by the time we arrive to them. But I definitely think we can still win from them. Washington football team, uh, I'm gonna go ahead and say we could take a game from them as well. So uh, let me just recap so far. So let's see. That's the Colts, Bears. Let's say uh, Jacksonville, Giants, and Washington football team. So all right. So far I'm at 5. So I already got us improving by week 11. Um, Dolphins, probably gonna. I'm not too sure about the Dolphins. I think they built up a little bit of a squad over there, especially in the receiving core. So it's gonna it's it's gonna kind of be tough for that one. Um, Browns. So uh, the problem with the Browns game is right before the Cowboys game, and so uh, I think with the Browns, it's going to be a lot of motivation uh, from the team, but also I think the fans are going to like egg this team on, considering the situation that's happening, considering who is going to be is likely going to be on the other side of that field. Um, so I think that the Texans are going to get amped up definitely for this game, especially since it's at home. And so if Deshaun Watson is not suspended and playing in a Cleveland Browns uniform, that's going to make the game extra. It's going to make it extra lit. So um, I think the Texans will probably amp themselves up and they'll probably get a win over the Browns. Um, Cowboys, ah, that's a tough one right there. Because Cowboys, they they I don't know, they lost a key piece on offense in Amari Cooper, and Zeke, he probably ain't been the same as before. So uh, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the Browns win away. I'm gonna just put it on the Cowboys win. So because if it's anything, like we'll see the Browns again, but the Cowboys game that happens ever so often, and I don't think the Cowboys have like that solid of a team this year. Um, so yeah, um, I definitely think we could get a win over the Cowboys this season. Kansas City, Tennessee, Jacksonville, Indy. I'm not too sold on the rest of these games, um, especially against Kansas City. So yeah, 6 wins. That's what I have for this team this season. Just uh, two more than last season. Now, as far as my other reaction to this, when I saw that, you know, Cleveland and Dallas were back to back, I thought this is perfect. This is this is perfect for a young team like this that's learning how to win, especially under a new head coach. Now, Levy Smith's he's a perfect coach for this particular situation because he's a veteran coach. You know what I'm saying? He can lead these guys into the right direction, into ways to be successful on the field. So I feel like in games as that the fans are just gonna really like hype up and blow up, he's the perfect guy to kind of like manage everybody's emotions because he's been in the big games before. He's practically played in, I mean not played, but he practically coached the Super Bowl or whatever. And so I definitely think just knowing that the attention that the Browns game is going to draw, in addition to what the Cowboys game, that attention that is going to draw, that excitement that is going to draw, I think he's definitely the perfect guy to kind of like come in and just kind of handle all that. So it's those my yeah. So it should be those 2 weeks should definitely be an interesting time within the fan base. So that's all I got for y'all on this. You know, like I said, I think the Texans are gonna have two more games than last year. They're gonna win 6 games this particular season, um, and definitely that Cleveland Browns and Dallas Cowboys sequence that's really gonna grow this team. Especially, it's really gonna leave a. It's really going to be some great experience for these young guys to kind of get in and just get amped up about. So, that being said, I'm Brandon Simmons for BrandonSimmons.biz. Holla black.